internet. I'm doing an hour or so of network testing of AstroTrucks, trying to get back a bit more into the swing of streaming stuff ahead of upcoming photography development in about 4 more months. See how that goes. So trying to get back in the swing of streaming, not daily, not quite yet, but a bit more often. And I did a whole bunch of changes today, and I want to make sure they are okay. Just serialize NSOs. That'll be fun. So the amount of people who talk about Chrome tabs, I don't think you understand. I have got 3 Chrome windows with several different profiles open, and on this computer and on this computer I have 3 Chrome with more open. You can kind of group them now, but like most people, I use tabs as ways of doing bookmarks because the bookmark system's so awful. And you used to be able to have horizontal tabs in Chrome, but they got rid of it. So, yeah. I find it weird that anyone browses the internet that casually, should we say. That you're like, oh, I'll close this tab and go to something else, because I'm going to want to come back to that tab. Definitely. Also, hey Max. The plan is for an hour of this, unless it goes particularly well or badly, and then we will be going off and spending another $0 on Diablo Immortal, because that's how much I've spent so far. That's how much I intend currently to continue spending. And I don't know why the internet is so upset that you are allowed to give Blizzard money if you want to. Very upset about this. You know, I get upset about a lot of things though. And that either Max has forgotten how to speak or my sound. No, I've got sound. I can hear.
Oh, sorry. I'll
Excellent.
change it to push to talk. So the kids running around here.
Ah.
The microphone doesn't make a lot of difference if I'm using push to talk or not. Apart from you don't get all the background noise.
Yes, unfortunately, I don't think anything is clever enough to work out. Crisp is very good, but it's not good enough to work out if it's something I want to hear or not.
If you've got a microphone that's the right sort of microphone, I presume it blocks out some of the other crap.
Not really. Sound is annoyingly, what's the word?
Ubiquitous?
Insidious. Like it can insert itself anywhere. Share things.
What was that AOA thing we were looking at earlier?
Angle of
angle of attack.
Yeah, it's something to do with that. Try 384. Whoops, let's try 384. I'm trying to balance off shadow distance between shadow quality, and I think I just need to entirely. But yeah.
Angle attack. Okay. So I wonder. I thought it was like speed.
It kind of is. It is speed, but it tells you if you're doing it right or wrong. So AOA is angle of attack. It basically just says you're going too fast, you're going too slow, or you're doing it.
Well, that's not an angle.
No, because your angle is correct, but then you slow down to because remember that would be for landing on an airplane, landing on an aircraft carrier. So if you slow down, the aircraft carrier will pull away from you. So it'll all be like that. I think.
Oh, Power Simulator 1.0 launches July 14th. And I've really got the $5,000 power pressure washer now. I'm quite pleased with myself.
Oh, cool. Yeah, well, looking forward to the next one. So, there you go.
How do I turn the debug off again?
F11.
F11, turn off all the Guff. There we
Yeah.
go.
So I want to test something because I've not tested it yet. So if you fly forwards out the hangar and then look up and right, you should hopefully see a spaceship in a stupid place. Like it
Okay.
should be pointing down towards the hangar, but that should all be net sync now. And if you see a red copy of the spaceship, that's where the server is. And I've done a little bit more work since the build, unfortunately, to improve it, but I can't quickly make builds.
I'm out the hangar. Where am I going? Sorry.
Up at Dora!
Like straight up.
And hard right. Hard right 90 degrees, you should see it. It's been above you. And hello, the Panda Boy ST animations. Right another foot. Yeah, right a bit more and above you. It's not a small spaceship. It's the
Big red one.
heavy cargo sync test. Yeah, so that should now be
Oh yes, I got it. Yeah.
almost exactly where the server thinks it is. So you can press 6 to switch to the tugboat. Incidentally, there's a bug with that. Like, it's not sticky. So when you rerun the game, it'll be sort of in a taxi and sort of not.
Oh right.
But you should now be able to give that a shove, and it should remain synchronized. That was one of the big changes.
Okay.
Quite pleased. That's not perfect, and I have improved it since your build, but it's pretty good. But the fact you even know where that spaceship is now is already a good start. Smash.
Oh, I went through it quite a bit.
Well, no, but you've got your what should we call it on the front?
I went through it, and then it hit it.
So can you see like a red glow around it? Might get a bit closer.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, so that red glow
It's
is where
above it. It's supposed to be above it.
That's where it actually is. That's where the server thinks it is, and then I'm trying to move it to where the server's told us it is, but smoothly and gently. I mean, to be fair, you did get a
Okay.
hell of a wallop, but that does seem to be working. So I said, in theory, it can now be put where you want it. Although I reckon this is I reckon it's a 3-person job. I like the idea essentially of messes that players make, and then someone goes, I'll log on and I'll fix it.
I shall share my screen so you can see what I see. Select.
Yeah, I did also fix it so you can see your little cargo beams a bit better. I haven't, and I thought I should use vibration. So when your tractor beams intersect, you should get pad vibration.
Yes.
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
That would.
But that looks absolutely spot on. Both of us are seeing it in exactly the same place. The thing is, I said, without VR, a sense of distance is really hard. I mean, you're still 50 meters from it. It's huge. This spaceship is enormous. But you should be able to get above it and give it a bonk downwards. Are you in sport mode? Climb your ship. Awfully,
Oh.
yeah, don't do that. I've also made the ends of them glow a bunch more because, and don't turn your backlight on. What are you doing, man? Press 4 for some reason. That's the idea of that is to look at something in the cockpit.
Oh, okay.
It's quite good. I can actually tell you're in sport mode just by looking. I also had some biltong earlier, and Dora is on the hunt.
Yeah. Yes, I bet that's lovely for pussycats.
Well, no, because it's all peppery. I mean, in theory, she's like, oh, yum, but in practice, no.
Spicy, yuck.
Yes. She'd be, I don't like it. That's what would happen. Wow, you are. Oh my god. See, a little. Yeah, well, that will actually probably just float off into the vast nothingness of space.
Coming for me! What am I?
Oh no, it has a tiny bit of drag, so it won't actually fly forever. Otherwise, if you give it a nudge and then you log off and come back an hour later, it will have floated many kilometers away.
Which would be logical, yes.
But logical, correct, not very fun. But But yeah, if you get a gentle nudge from behind, and a gentle nudge from the direction you're in, it should be more or less lined up with the hangar. Which, in theory, we should be able to get it in the hangar.
Yeah. I see it seems to be
Yeah.
swinging about.
Yeah, but it's trying to
Yeah.
synchronize with the server, but not like it's trying to do it in a smooth way, which is really
Yeah.
hard. You can press F7 to turn off the rest of the debug, by the way. That's the important stuff. That's why it's remained on. Yeah, so it's trying to synchronize up, but not in a ugly way. It's not. It's still got some work to do, but it now snaps. The important thing is when you logged on, it was already in the right place. That's really important, and it's tricky to do that. Now, not very far off SnowRunner's level of synchronization. Still boggles my mind how that game is so bad at it sometimes. Oh yeah, the collisions. Ah, right. I don't have a very good collision mesh for this ship. That's what's happening. So, so can you see it's got fins on the back? It's got like 2 or 4 big fins.
Yes.
Right. You can't go in between them. So it how can I describe this? It uses what's called a convex shape. So imagine that it's been shrink wrapped. That's why some of the collisions have been feeling a bit odd. So you have to hit it on its sticky outer bits, or you'll start to hit it basically when it's just you're still not very close to it. It's still working. It's just I forgot this one has quite a chunky collision layout.
Now put it too far low where I need it.
But yeah, I do want to sort of work out more things to do with pushing, and then see if it works, and then see if we can make it fun, and see if that's. I think it could be fun. I like the idea of you nudging it towards a crane, which can then grab it and then do the last bit.
Yeah. Get it within the last sort of 100 meters or whatever.
That's a big crane. Well, I guess if it's a crane on a rail or something. Yeah, so you're pushing it now. That's good.
Or like a harpoon or something.
Yeah. Hello. Hey, Andy. How's the car?
I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, that was loud. Yeah, good. It's different to the last one, which is nice.
Have you got rid of the last one now?
It took us about, well, yeah, that was gone last weekend. Took us 15 minutes to work out how to turn on the air conditioning.
That sounds like a great car.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting trying to work out the UI, because it had all been set up when we test drove the thing.
Yeah, I was really annoyed with the UI. Right, do you have an Xbox pad?
I do. Oh my god. I'm already upside down.
Well, the first thing you should do is
oh my god.
click the right stick to look.
I'm already upside down.
And down. Well, wait, first
yeah.
I can hear myself. Is
oh my god.
Echo, click the right stick. Yeah. So if you click the right stick, you will look upwards.
Yep.
Right. You want to toggle on toggles 1, 2, 3.
How do I do that with a joystick?
You press 1, 2, and 3 on your keyboard.
This does not sound very...
It's not. It's not done. That's not the point. So say we're at the point in testing, and I think I've worked out a way of describing it. We're trying to see if the game can be played, not to try and see if the game can be broken. I know it can be broken. We're trying to see if we can play it. So you now have toggles 1, 2, and 3 on, yeah?
I think so.
Cool.
Are they? Wait, is it? If they're on, are they down?
You did the toggles, remember? What colour are toggles 1, 2, and 3?
Green.
What colour are toggles 5, 6, and 4? It's 5 and H.
Green.
Green.
Yes.
Can you share your screen?
Well, the tips of the things are green. The levers themselves are red. But I think I can.
I don't think you're telling the truth.
I think the simpletons are struggling with the colour of the lever versus the top of the leader.
Well,
lever.
I changed the color of the lever. That's why I'm sad at the simpleton.
Yeah.
How do I share my screen?
On Discord, you click on the word "screen" in the bottom of the chat.
Screen.
Where it says "share your screen" next to video above your name.
AstroTrucks. Sure. Go live. I don't know if I'm doing anything.
Yes. Right. So
They're all green.
they do actually that. So I take it back. That does actually appear to be the truth. I'm just not sure what the hell you've done. So if you press 4 and 5 and H, what happens? And H, did you just headbutt your keyboard or something?
No.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know why they're all on. No, leave them off.
When I got in the. All right.
What? Why? Do you... Yeah.
When I launched the game, I think I pushed the D-pad and something happened.
Well, click the right stick again and let's look down. Yeah, how? I think you've pressed a debug key. Anyway, cool. You should now be... Cool, unclick once more. Excellent. So press F11 to get rid of all that debug crap. Are you running in 4K?
Yes.
Oh, it looks very nice.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh,
Right.
this might take a while.
So yeah, don't panic. Just stop. Click the left stick to turn the handbrake on. Just let the computer do it for you.
Huh. Fair enough.
Right, I'm just going to watch you. Excellent. So try and exit the hangar carefully and gently. So remember, right stick is aim and left stick is move. No. Just fly downwards. You don't need to angle. Just fly downwards. It's a spaceship, not a
Alright.
car. That's good.
The concept of momentum is annoying in this game.
Well, welcome to space.
I don't like space. Can I have gravity, please?
Yeah, but then you have to fight gravity constantly.
Oh God, this
But
is.
bear in mind, it does fly like, I don't know what you're doing, but it does fly like a spaceship. So if you fly forwards and just aim where you want to go, it will fly like a spaceship. There is a full six-off mode, but you're not in it. You're in baby mode.
Yeah, I think I play a lot of I've played a lot of Ace Combat. So obviously the controls, the how do I put it? The axes of the joystick are different. So I think I'm getting confused by that.
Yes. Well, I said that, and Adam said he changed it, but he didn't, I don't think.
Wait, what do you mean the axes of the joystick are different? So in that game...
Up is down, down is up.
No, there's no up or down on a joypad. You push forwards to angle downwards, like in any flight sim. No one would ever change that. You might for a first-person shooter.
I do.
For a flight sim...
Yep. I don't like it. Makes me feel sick. Invert it straight away. First thing I do.
I don't think about what I do. I just do it. So
yeah,
it just feels
weird.
That is inverted. So Andy, if you want to look downwards, yeah, that's correct. You push forwards, yeah.
In this case, yes.
Yes. I mean, you do have a joystick at the bottom. It would be utter madness to pull your joystick towards you and have the nose of the ship go away from you. That's. There's. Do flight sims even let you invert that?
I'm trying to think. As I said, I don't think about what I'm doing. I just do it. So I'd have to play the other thing to work out what it is that I don't agree with.
I thought you meant the sticks were inverted. So in that one,
nah, the forward and backward I think is correct for what I'd expect. I think it's just because obviously if you're playing another kind of game like that, you'll have like roll and you're on all sorts of other things.
Bumpers,
and I think
bumpers or roll.
Yeah, well, I would have roll on the stick. And roll on the right stick, and you're on the bumpers. If it were me,
roll on the right stick. Oh God. I guess I can probably have that as an option. I mean, eventually, I plan to let you configure the controls.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's I don't. This isn't a. This is just me being awkward rather than like.
So on the bright side, the spaceship that Max has slammed into the hangar is in the right place on both of yours. So, and if you do a 180-degree turn, and then...
that way. Yes.
Keep going a bit. So fly over that orange spaceship.
Over the top.
Yeah, over the top of it. So it's just going to guide you to a taxi rank. So Max, you should try and refuel and repair your ship. So I've done quite a lot of work on that. Cross fingers. It all works for me, but I know exactly what's happening, unfortunately. So if you should see a red thing, it's actually just behind your left A pillar. So turn left a little bit. See the red thing? I'll head to the left.
I'm now back.
Max, I was saying I have done a lot of work on the repairing and the refueling, so you might want to give that a whirl.
Oh, bro.
But you might want to switch back.
Bash my car up first. Bash my
Well, you might want to
taxi
switch.
first. Oh, it's not a taxi, is it?
Yeah, you might want to switch to a taxi first.
Which is 3?
1, I think. Yeah, you get a good shot lollipop taxi.
And
Oh yeah, Matt. Schalke. So, Andy, you appear to have run out of power, so you probably want to turn. Thank you. That's it. So it's a spaceship, not an airplane. Don't keep your foot flat to the floor. But you want to head to the left of this upcoming dock.
Uh-oh.
Am I going to try and collect somebody and do a
Sure.
taxi thing?
Sure. I said I've done quite a lot. A lot of it with an eye to fixing the issues that came up from last time.
Okay. My headlights aren't on, is that correct? The headlight icon is black, so I'm assuming that means you don't have any headlights turned on.
You do get so if you press 2, that's your headlights.
Oh, now it's gone completely.
Yeah. So
Activate computer.
Yeah. So that if your computer's on, your headlights are on. But Andy,
Oh, okay.
you're about to fly over the dock.
Oh, am I?
Yes. Oh, well, I'm glad there's nobody. So you're not this in VR, right, Andy?
No. Thankfully, no.
I expect people in VR will be a lot more gentle with the controls, but also probably an awful lot more spatially aware. So you want to head
I mean,
down.
do you want to test it in VR? Because I've just literally like a week ago put my headset away.
It works. I'm sure it works. But I mean, I said you need to have self-control and not do what Andy did, which is just do a flip.
Oh dear, unknown has joined.
His name.
I have an error about failed to look up local RPG player.
And if you get an error that happens once, I don't care. If the error goes bang 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 every frame, that's bad. So if it's just a once-off, it's just a timing issue. If it happens constantly, that's bad. So I'm assuming that's just one message.
It's one message. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. That's just, I have been hiding those. Sometimes they happen when you join and packets arrive in a different order. I'd like to point out, Andy, you are flying along with your handbrake on right now. I mean, that's okay, but you are.
Yeah, space handbrake, it's fine, you know.
It's called,
Can't wear it out.
It's called a motion. Well, yeah, not quite true, but I appreciate your enthusiasm.
It's not going. It's not making binging sounds, so.
It should make a bing sound, shouldn't it?
Oh.
Interestingly, I was telling my friends about your Tesla and how it only went. Most cars go when indicating tick tock, tick tock, and your Tesla only goes tick
I
tick.
hate it.
Well, I thought they would let you customise that to go
I
or
would
something.
too. What are you doing, Andy?
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. You told me to get here.
Right. And then so you got there, and then you did a 180-degree turn, but I don't know why.
You
just drove in. Just see where you came from.
I'm investigating, you know.
No, that's fine. It's more of the why.
Well, there was a ghost taxi, so I was looking to see if the ghost taxi was behind me.
The ghost taxi, yeah, it just shows you how you should. Oh dear. Oh, you've broken the simulation quite badly now. Well done.
Who's you?
So, what does it say to do in the lower left of your screen? It has instructions.
Error RPG server failed to look.
No, not that. You should know that's the Unity spaff.
Yeah.
On the left-hand screen, what does it say?
I've got.
I can make it flash. No.
I've got 100 people, apparently.
100 people. Bloody hell!
It says capacity 100 out of 200. 1 times passenger for mining. Process delta something. Apparently, I'm losing money, and I'm losing bonus as well.
You're losing money.
Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
You're not losing money, but you are losing value. But slightly to the right of that, what does it say?
Please apply the parking brake.
Now, what does it say?
Loading rate 100%. Cargo move none with a value of 50. Oh, now gotta move. Whee.
Cool. Now,
Okay, now-
where do you have passengers for? Oh, that's so
Big
cool.
D's halfway in.
And
I have no idea what that is.
Just that? Well, Big D, that's Todd. And what's the other one? I can't read it on your screen. Mining processor something?
Where does it say that?
On your...
Oh, sorry. Mining processor delta. Yeah.
Yeah, so you turn 45 degrees to your right, you should see mining processor delta. And by right, I mean 90 degrees to your left. Stage left. Stage right.
45 degrees to your right, so
Yeah.
turn 90 degrees to your left.
Yeah, right in front of you now.
Yeah. Stage left means as people look at you.
No, it doesn't. I was just wrong.
Oh.
So, Shako, the network objects should be 100% synchronized now. There are 5 network synced objects, and they seem to be pretty perfect.
Which ones are those?
They've all got the word network sync test. There are 3 cargo containers and 2 spaceships just outside the hangar. You'll find that Max has parked one of them at a jaunty angle. That's up on top.
Okay, I got it into the hole nearly.
So it's up on top.
That's right. That's how it works, right? Just get it somewhere near the hole.
That's red, Andy. You're flying into something that's red. It's surprising how often you guys do that. You just fly at a bright red thing, then go, why doesn't it work?
Just because it's bright red doesn't mean that it's not interesting. It's a bright colour.
Oh, a volcano. Must investigate. Yeah, so you want to be where you are, but about 100 metres straight up. And I don't mean straight through the ceiling either. Remember, you can also always click the right stick to look up or down. Or you can use the mouse, or in VR. You know.
Oh, God.
I've also redone that taxi dock that Max is in quite a lot on Smash. So hopefully you should see the coolness of the door shutting. And I've also made it so you notice, Max, it's blue on the bottom and red on the top.
Yeah.
But from the other side, it's red on the top. No, it isn't. It's blue on the top and red on the bottom.
Alright, we'll see that in a minute.
I'll be honest, I didn't test that, but I did write it. Remember, man, if you're panicking, just let go of all the controls and the computer will just fix it all for you.
Wasn't panicking, I was laughing.
No, but you maybe should have been. Like, if you look left a little bit, you should see a fancy little thing. A bit below you, but yeah, want to be in the middle of the room. Yes, I've not tried the bit you're in, Max. It might be horrendously difficult. So I'm just going to go and have a look at Max while Andy works out how to park. Oh, gentle isn't in your vocab, is it?
Not with rockets on the ship.
So in theory, and I haven't tried it, you should be able to get it this way. Oh my word, that wasn't the plan at all. But yeah, that seems to be working. Oh, damn it, it's not got anything from this side.
Let's see what the bottom's got. The bottom's still blue.
Yes, that didn't work.
There's a little green ring there as well.
Oh, it looks like I may have had a crash. It looks like that chain hasn't taken. But I did move the dock further away from the door. I guess that's going to be the hardest thing to teach people in this game is patience. So Andy, you've got 1 spaceship for Big D's, yeah?
Somewhere, yeah.
Somewhere. Well, in your cargo.
B's halfway house.
B's halfway house, yes.
Where is the Mining processor Delta. I struggled to find
That's
that
the
one last
mining processor that's opposite Stellar, opposite Quick Hot Taxis. It's near the asteroids. It's kind of near the Voron ring.
time.
And where
Right.
you are, it's the other side of this asteroid. It's yellow. So Andy, you want,
Right, okay.
want to do? Yeah, that's good. Get and just fly straight now. Over there, that way. Yeah. So you should see a sign that says Big D's halfway in, and it's on the other side of that. And remember, once you're at full speed, you don't need to keep the throttle down. It's a spaceship. That's not how it works. And Shako, did you find the network objects? They, I think that's you there.
Found
It looks like it
okay.
bleeds its. Sorry.
You're
I
in
can't
a,
even.
Shako's in
I can't
a.
even very well.
I tried pushing and I'm not sure whether.
No, not that one.
it was to-
No, the one that's at a jaunty angle. Are you in a? You're in a police ship for some reason, but yeah, the one that not that one. Rotate 45 degrees. Yeah, see that one at the jaunty angle right in front of you. That's where Max parked it.
Which one is the pusher ship?
6. Shame because the police ship definitely looks the best.
So if I give it the beans, it seems to bleed off down to about 30
Yeah.
bananas.
30 meters per second.
It's not qualified.
It doesn't.
It's
need
30
to be.
bananas.
That's the default speed is meters per second.
Right.
Yeah. So anything above 30, basically the ship is like that's too fast. Consider that the speed limit for this area.
Yeah, that's cool. Makes it easier to sort of go to there and then sort of let go.
If you turn off aero and gyro, you can go as fast as you like, but then you have to worry about coming to a halt.
Yeah.
It's nearly working. For some reason, it's not rotating. The Second network physical chat. Hello. Work it out. Yeah, I'd like to have some sort of ship hugging stuff. I just don't quite know how it would work. I really don't. So Andy, Big D's is on the other side of the space station. Just the other side.
I guess that's why
But the other side.
Star Trek did typically cargo.
They never really talked
okay.
about it. It's only the
Tractor beams.
it's only really the Expanse that have ever really talked about being a space truck driver. Normally they're more about aliens and combat.
What about space truckers? Does that have any sort of information, any ideas in it?
Yeah, but
We can
it's completely
lean into.
nonsense. So you have a little ship towing about 10,000 bits of cargo, and somehow there's friction in space. So when they turn a corner, so if you're at the front and you turn, you would just rotate the whole ship. What actually happens is it actually follows like it's on an invisible set of rails. So yeah, it's not a good film. It's got some good special effects, but it doesn't have good physics either.
Yeah, I'm struggling to find the entrance now.
The Voron.
Gordon Ring.
Oh, hold on. It's the big. So it's to your left. Yeah, once you've had a while in the system, you do begin to learn it.
Yeah. I know a big. I can find Big D's, no problem. I can find the taxi rank over there, no problem.
Yeah. So the good thing about the ring is it's nicely. It's a nice set of unique bits. It's not just bits copy pasted. So if you did get stuck, you could fly up and look down. But yeah, it's just you see that red sign.
Yes.
That's the back of it. This one hasn't been updated. Andy has edited the dock for me, so I should be able to make this dock look nice. But yeah, it's really, really cool. So I only want this to be about an hour. So in a moment, once Andy and Max have both dropped off, if you both switch to being tugs, and then come back and help Shauka, we'll see if 3 of you can get that in, or just make a complete pig's ear of it.
What happens if I just switch immediately? Not that it's a good game mechanic, but.
Well, I drop your stuff off first because you get.
Just come in my pants.
You like the doors, do you?
Yes.
I need little lights and of some sort. But yeah, you can switch ship, but I drop your people off first. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's a bug. How come you've got one passenger for the arrival and one passenger for the drop off?
Oh.
Yeah. 1x Voron drop off. Run arrival. Oops. Yeah, that's bad. I'm not sure you'll be able to get rid of that other passenger. Or it might be if that's from when I hadn't configured the dock properly.
Right.
How do I change ships?
So if you press 6 on the numeric pad and then find your way back to... It won't look any different because I've only got one cockpit at the moment. But it will say, currently says the good ship lollipop, because you haven't named it, taxi flight time. You press 6 on the numeric keypad, that should pop to small tugboat.
Where should it say that?
The left-hand screen.
Big bit of red text.
Just press 6 on the numeric keypad.
6. Oh, numeric keypad.
Yes.
Oh.
Have a numeric keypad.
No, I do. It was just I just pushed 6 on the other one, and I didn't think about it.
I have one passenger from mining processor Delta. Drop off.
Oh, okay, that's all right. Yeah, that's actually the one that's straight in front of you. Well, it was in front of you. So turn right, 45 or so. Yeah, there, straight in front of you. To the left slightly. That yellow, the one in the far distance.
Up there.
Yeah.
Oh, right, that's it. Oh, okay. I wonder which one that was.
Yeah, so keep heading that way, Andy. So you're heading back to Schalke. Schalke has so far managed to push the spaceship about 200 meters further away from the target. That's okay. Yeah, see the cyan entrance, Max?
Oh yes, right at the top.
Yeah, I am trying to be consistent. So stuff I want the player to follow through is nearly always a cyan thing. I might color code it per ship. Red means it's only for the AI. Do you see that enormous spaceship in front of you, Andy? It's about kilometers.
The big
long.
red one.
Big red one, yeah. You want to fly just over that.
Straight into it.
No, it doesn't have any physics. I would like to try and do spaceships that big. I just genuinely question if that's actually possible. Because that will need other players to help you maneuver the ship around.
Why?
Just because you would need 12 axes of 12 directions of freedom, and you don't have 12, and I don't have enough controls for 12.
The extra.
You'd need 6 at the front, and 6 at the rear.
Because it's bendy?
No, because it's not bendy. So, bear in mind, I mean, if you actually look at the spaceship I'm talking about, it's a long thing with a control point at one end. So all the forces are applied at one end. So there's a difference between rotating around its central axis, which is steer left at the front and steer right at the back, rotating around its 3/4 axis, which is steering left at the front and nothing at the back. So it depends on where you apply the forces. You couldn't do it. It's like big trucks. You steer from the back. So Andy, if you see that, I can't think of the hangar, big hangar over to your left. Yeah, you want to just be just the other side of that. And Max is, I mean, yeah, there he goes. He's worked out which way to fly.
Keep trying to fly us like a helicopter, just so I can actually see, like. The cockpit.
I do have a more open cockpit, but it's like this on purpose for VR.
Yep.
Are you going to come and join us pushing things around, Max?
I need fuel and I need to repair my hull.
Well, if you switch, remember. Oh, yeah, you should.
My computer's bugged as well.
You should test the repairing and the refueling works before you come and join us, because there were issues with that.
Yeah, I have 24% fuel reserve.
Thank you, Janam. I'm glad you like them. I said I haven't done much dev because it's networking and it's not very exciting. I've mostly done testing.
You know what this game needs?
Aliens?
More cowbell?
A huge space telescope. Just to be on topic.
What, and then you can fire meteoroids into it.
Yes.
What else are you going to do with a giant telescope?
Look, ladies undressing from the other side of the galaxy.
Mer.
Space ladies, obviously, not real ladies.
The best
Where
kind
is
of
this thing
ladies.
supposed to be, and how do I
Okay, so
grab hold of it, or is
press-
it just a punt into it?
no. So if you press, oh, it's on. I was about to say, so you want to turn your cargo on, but you can, but you can't see it, I'm afraid, because I fixed it. So in front of your ship, extending about 10 meters, are like repulsor beams, and if you go near the ship, it will just push away. So you want to try and get it in the hangar with Shauka's help
See.
into docking zone number 2, or deck zone 2, in fact.
I will wait.
You know, little repair.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's what Rob was whining about, so I added it because he was completely right. Oh, it doesn't display. I've got more notes. This is what I did today, but I only had half a day at home because I also went out on a Segway.
Why were you on a Segway?
It was an off-road Segway experience.
Off-road?
Yeah, bear in mind the top
Birthday gift, probably.
they have a top speed of 12 miles an hour, and when you exceed that, it brakes. So if you really, really hoon it, it comes to a halt, leaning backwards so far to stop you speeding. It's like, oh,
Lovely.
yeah, it's all right though. There you go, Max. All work completed. And it needs to then not say, "Please come to a halt." It needs to go, "You're repaired." Look, just sort of. But yeah, refuel. It's in front of you. To your right. Look up.
Oh, right, I thought I was on it there.
Big fuel gauge. Big fuel.
Oh, there it is. Yes, up there. Yes, I forgot.
Oh, that went poorly. I was kind of hoping that wouldn't rotate, but it did.
You need to hit
because
it
I
from
suppose
center of mass to stop.
I hit it on the centre of mass. Yeah,
You didn't.
I was close, and by that I mean I've really
Well,
fucked it up.
it's spinning but not moving, so I'm not sure you were that close.
Is the centre of mass just the centre of volume, or have you applied some arbitrary centre of mass to it? Oh god.
Yeah, it doesn't display your cache here, but it does now update the amount of fuel you've got. And refueling and repairing is slow on purpose. It's not supposed to be a splash and dash. You're supposed to sit there and go, ugh, and then buy an upgraded fuel pump or buy a bigger fuel tank. And as you
I don't
practice,
see my fuel gauge on the display on the
it's
screen.
the one on the right. Move your mouse cursor out of the way. Your mouse cursor is right over it right now. It's the orange bar in your HUD. Oh, it's not your mouse cursor. Sorry. It's the one on the right. The one to your left is your capacitor. The one to the right.
Oh, I
is your-
see. It's just the blue background is killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
I'm surprised.
I
You
can see
had,
it climbing.
surprised you had enough money for this, but it's working, and that's good.
I did 2 drop-offs.
It doesn't mean I've balanced it right. This might be still too slow, too fast. But there you go. You got 124 units. It cost you $62. Cool. Well, if you switch to a tugboat then and come and give Andy a chakra hand for 10 minutes, and we'll see if we can't. But the network sync is working now, which pleases me. It took me about 5 hours to write from scratch. It's not perfect. I've improved it locally, and it'll be better for the next one. It looks so cool with multiple ships all doing stuff, though. That really is awesome. Even if it's awesome in competency.
Why is my fuel still ticking down when I'm definitely not doing anything to warrant it?
You have to because when your capacitor is full, it shouldn't. If it does, that's a bug. Yeah. See.
Okay. So wait for the red to go fully red and the orange blue to be fully blue.
Yeah. So the red shows usage. That shows whether or not you're using or gaining. But yeah, if you're not thrusting, you're coasting, it won't drop.
Oh.
Have you 7% already? That's of course you're in the tugboat. I have no idea how much fuel that's got. My favourite bit is the entire lack of communication between Shauka and Andy
You don't need communication when you're
when you're
In
this good.
space. It's in space. No, I can hear you,
you
Snake.
can't hear it. There you go. Did that move it? I've got no idea.
So it might
Try
be.
to rotate.
It might be that I take out the concept of pushing spaceships around entirely. It might also be that becomes the entire game. It's just a game about fitting a spaceship. It's about parking spaceships. Or it might just remain a very small sort of sub-game.
I was thinking with a tractor beam, you can tow it, you can sort of connect it, pull it down a certain amount of distance, disconnect it, pull it a certain distance, disconnect, go around the front, pull it into the dock, sort of thing. Have the dock sort of grab hold of it and pull it in.
Yeah, but you can't look backwards. That's quite important to
Oh,
know.
what's that? It's someone's display in the middle of the space going past there.
That's your display. I need to move that further away.
What is it there?
Because for VR, I need it to exist somewhere in the world to then transplant it into your vision, and I let it.
I see.
I let it too close to the middle of the universe. No, no.
Catch from when I'm here.
It's quite cool actually having this on squad view as well. Yeah, 90 right, Max.
The back wants to go up.
Yes. Bear in mind, this might not be possible. I've not achieved it.
Well, as in it doesn't fit. Like...
It should fit. I mean, to be fair, you haven't actually got very close to the hangar yet, so. But what might have been an idea would be for Shauka to be in a spot where, you would bounce it into Shauka. It might also be this is a terrible mechanic, or it might just be I want to change the rate of push, or the rate of push back, or the thrust speed. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, it's terrible. But the background. So I keep taking different screenshots. I keep changing the background.
Starting a correction rotation.
I want to give it a nudge.
It's not lined up though.
Never mind.
It'll need to be lined up, and it'll just go in. Oh god, that's definitely not going
No,
in.
because Shauka was in the way. So Max shoved it into Shauka, Shauka shoved it back, and then it could go up or down, and it chose down. Those poor pilots.
There's no one in there, it's fine.
Oh, alright then, if there's no one in there, it's fine.
Exactly. It would be nice to be able to see the centre of mass on this, though.
It's just the
Or
middle.
at least-
Flip it which way?
It will just be the middle. You wanna knock the backwards towards. Yeah, I don't. Unfortunately, you're all identical ships and you don't have names. I don't know who's which. I think Max is correct, and he'll give it a bonk. And Shaka wants to get out the
I'm
way.
furthest away.
Oh, then it's
top
Andy.
of it.
Yeah, it's Andy. That's good. That's good. Now just let it rotate, and Shauka.
It gets stuck on something, or is it still going?
It did get stuck on something, and Shauka's pushing it back towards you for some reason.
Beans!
Low and high. Right? No.
There
Oh
you go.
no.
So, Max, can you get under the front of it and bonk it up, like towards the North
Yep.
Pole, should we say? So if Shauka and Andy stay where you are, and Max will try and bonk it up with linear movement rather than rotational movement. It's so cool seeing the little ships darting around though. Again, in VR, this would be so much easier. But like, should the tugboats also have little pushy things on the sides and on the top and on the bottom, or only on the front? Because I've only got them on the front, but that's not through any sort of gameplay design. That's because I haven't had any feedback or thoughts.
Biggest feel thing is that it starts to push very. It's very on-off with the push, more gradual push.
It's too
to make lighter stuff.
It's too
strong.
It's too strong. Yeah, I agree. Because it applies force for every tick you're inside it. I was also going to suggest that when you've got the thing inside it, it should vibrate. So the pad should vibrate, to be clear. Am I looking to push it towards Android? I haven't thought about that. It is what's known as URP, which is a Universal Render Pipeline, which is very scalable. So possibly yes. I haven't. The first goal is for PC, and then I will see how I feel about other things. I need to ship some more things onto Xbox and PlayStation. That was supposed to happen this year. It's not happened yet.
It's like undulating up or down.
Yeah.
Is somebody planning to push?
No, that's because it's trying to see the red ghost. That's the server position, and the client is trying to move it smoothly to match that. 'Cause the server only updates irregularly. But as I said, I have implemented improvements to that, just that you haven't got them yet.
I'm gonna try to rotate the roll more targets.
Yeah, you want to go very gently and hold on. Yeah, go down very slowly. Go forward slowly, Shaka. Wait, that's not Shaka. Shaka, you facing straight downwards? Yeah, you are. Yeah. Keep going. I'll let you know when. You're about 3 meters. Keep going. And keep going. And reverse. Yes.
It would be good to have maybe a distance meter from
Yes.
so that I can see how far away I am from hitting whatever it is I'm about to hit, because I don't know where the front of the ship is.
So part of the issue is that this one is an annoying shape and has a convex collision mesh. If you notice, like, it's got those massive wings. So I think I've got a low low resolution. Is not the right word, is it? I think I have a low poly version of it. I have an excellent tool for making low poly stuff now. It's so good. It's just like magic. So I'll do a low poly version of it, and then do I do have a low poly one. There we go. 2000. Okay.
Is this hooked underneath here, or is it on the mesh? Because is that going to clip through that bit that's hooked underneath the dock, or is it actually likely to it cause a problem? I think I'm underneath it, near the door.
No, bear in mind it's as I said, it's a convex mesh, so it cannot get caught on anything. It's not possible for it to get caught on something. It's convex. So imagine that for those of you watching, imagine that we shrink wrapped the spaceship, and that's the collision. So you should be able to bonk it upwards just fine, preferably from the back. But you see the massive fins? You can't fly through them. It's convex collision.
Okay, I'll see what I can do about giving it a slight. Oh no, I've screwed up. Yep.
But this already has, as I said, better network sync than SnowRunner.
I'm gonna give it a little tap from the front.
That won't help. It's jammed against the rear wall. It needs to go up first.
Up and forward are good directions.
Yeah, so as I say, you hit the front and you've just spun it. And Andy's given it a nudge. Oh man, that is so cool seeing the you three of you knocking it around though. Also, bear in mind, I am a network client, not the server, on purpose. So I am only watching this in the same way you. Yeah, well, no, I'm seeing the same you're seeing. I'm not seeing because the network, the server simulation is perfect, obviously, and then I have to try and get that network simulation across the internet. See, I was just going up like 50 meters with the spaceship, and then towards the hangar, and then down. I don't know what Schalke's doing apart from making it much worse.
Rotation alignment.
Yeah, as I said, making it much worse. It needs to go
Uh-oh.
up. It needs to go up.
I'm gonna back up a little bit, so push it up, and I'm gonna limit the upward.
Really hard to tell if it's in line with the door or not.
It is actually, to be fair, and amazingly, you guys haven't managed to shove it left or right at all. Which is actually quite impressive. It needs to go just up. So, literally from the lower middle of it, up.
Which it is.
Yeah, so, but someone needs to bonk it directly from underneath it.
Underneath?
Underneath, it needs to go up. It needs to go up by about 10 meters, I guess.
I'll do it. If you guys are near the right alignment.
It
I'm
would
kind of
also,
directly
In the centre middle.
in the centre middle. It would be interesting, by the way, to attempt to find the centre of mass and actually have that marked in the texture, you know, clamp point or dock point.
There we
But bear
go.
in mind, how fast you hit it's irrelevant. You probably will never hit it. It will get shoved away by your trap pulse streams. That's perfect. All you need to do now is just shove it back before it rotates.
Oh god,
That's, and it just needs to. Oh, that was good.
down, forwards, up, go, bonk. Too high?
It's going
Uh-oh.
low.
It's all got a bit peaked tongue.
That's all right. No, that's okay. Now just put the bottom of the back of the ship downwards. I mean, you're all sacked,
Oh, yeah.
obviously, but. And now give the front of it a push. I mean, the question is this a good gameplay element? Is this one that I should expand and improve and make easier, or is it like, I don't ever want to try and... I mean, the spaceship dock is probably a little bit small, but it does fit. And in fact, if I go inside now, look at that, you've just now shoved it into the ceiling, which may or may not have collision, thinking about it. Oh, it does.
Beers out
Excellent.
the back.
Yes, if you hit it too hard, it will slide right out the back. But because I can do quite good robot arms, as you've probably seen the repair dock. So I do wonder if the goal would be just to manoeuvre it. Oh, that was cool. Just to manoeuvre it into the repair dock. Andy, are there any icons on your HUD that you feel are important that you should look at?
Is this a trick question?
No. What's the opposite of a quick question? It's a very obvious question. Yes, Andy?
I don't know, there's so much going on.
Sure, but where are the important icons put? Right in front of you. So what's the... No, not looking around. Right in front of you. What's right in front of you? What's the most central icon on the whole thing?
What, the fuel thing that blends in?
It's bright orange.
Everything else is bright orange.
No, it isn't. There's nothing orange anywhere near it. Anyway, you're nearly out of fuel.
How long ago did that come on?
Oh, ages and ages. Which I noticed you didn't go. Adam, how do I put more petrol in?
No, I don't have to worry about petrol anymore.
Can you charge at home?
Slowly.
Trust me, that's fine. Over the weekend, I went from Leeds to Liverpool to Blackpool to Liverpool back to Leeds without charging, and I'm granny charging it now.
Nice.
So, absolutely fine. It's going to take quite a while to top it off, but by tomorrow I should be up to about 3/4 of a tank. So I only charge at 5 amps.
What, the slow charge?
The slowest. I can charge at
Yeah.
10, but I don't want to risk melting anything.
I'm in the same boat. I don't know how much I trust the wiring in the house.
Yeah,
If it'd been
5 is fine. It really is.
the only way I'd trust a 10 amp charges if I go and unplug the oven and use that one, because I know that that will be rated for it. But everything else, yeah.
Now 10 amps, which any plug socket should deliver 10 amps. The question is whether
Oh.
your breaker will go, I really don't want to deliver 10 amps for 30 hours straight. It's the sustained usage.
Yeah, basically I've been told that the standard sockets are only rated for a certain amount of amperage for a certain amount of time.
Yeah. It's 13 amp peak. It's usually 10 amp sustain, but
Yeah.
yeah. So if you'll very quickly just hit 1, just to switch into taxis, I think it's 1, and that should hopefully 1 on the number pad. Sorry, Andy, just let you turn your computer off. 1 on the number pad.
That one. Hey, I've got fuel again.
Darren, there's no point in spending money getting a 13 amp load. Can you all head over to the repair dock? And if you don't know where that is, it's the enormous hexagonal thing out there. If you head out there, if you head forwards, Andy, after turning the handbrake off, beep, 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 there you go. And it's just as you come out, you want to do about 45 to your left. I just want to chat about the cranes in the repair dock. But yeah, Darren, it's not worth spending money for 13 amps. I can get a 32 amp or a 48 amp charger at home if I so desire. I've got one. After I got one, I started to look at how much they cost to get fitted, and I'm not paying £1,000 to get a £300 piece of equipment fitted. Not at the moment, anyway. I can't see Shaka. Shaka, are you joining us at the repair dock so we can have a brief chat? I can't see you. I can see an AI driving around like a madman. Unless that's you. Incidentally, the police ships look very cool. I need to tweak them. I don't have a particular use for the police ships, but they are super cool.
Where is it?
Where's what? Oh, sorry.
When you try and find it, the whole point is you're trying to find it.
Well, where are you, Andy?
I think he's near me.
Just turn left 90.
Whee.
Yeah, the other. Yeah, it's dead ahead of you. See the.
Oh, that one.
The thing with the yellow stripes.
And it says repairs on top, which is
Yeah,
a bit of a giveaway.
he's got a spaceship in the way right now.
Maybe it's not him that I'm looking at.
On earth could you read that from here?
It says the Narada.
It does, but
It's the other side of the Narada.
I don't see the word repairs.
You're going to run out of...
Has he got sports mode turned on?
No, he's just hooning it. Now turn your breaker on, Andy. Now just stop hammering the throttle.
Whee.
There you go. Can you see the cyan diamond?
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to full screen this now, so hopefully you can all enter. So I'm trying to get some nice beauty shots of you flying into the dock. I'm trying to get shots for the trailer. I mean, maybe that's the thing. Maybe I'll put a damaged ship outside the repair dock for next time, and have a quick play with the crane.
Because that was one of the things that really impressed me in Descent. Well, that may sound trivial, but in Descent, one of the I don't know if it was FMV or what, but one of the upgrades was basically this arm coming out, opening the ship, putting a component in, sort of welding it in, and then closing the ship up again.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I could do little animations. So if you head down through the dock, past the fuel depot to the purple crane, the crane holding the purple spaceship. Oh yeah, you're all in the dock. Cool. So cool. That's the thing. I'm gonna keep reminding myself. I keep on saying that looks cool and recording bits because something cool is happening on the screen, and that's really good. And with a lot of my games, they might be very cool games in whatever sense, but they're not necessarily visually awesome. This one does seem to have its moments constantly. You can see a purple spaceship at the far end of the repair bay.
I don't see anything in purple. Oh, that one.
Yeah. So the idea would be that you would bring the spaceship in some sort of alignment of that robot arm, which could then grab it. But my real point, I'm not sure how to do it. Like, should it be that I have a whole bunch of controls like SnowRunner, extend, rotate, lift the bottom, lift the end, or should it be I actually just control in space a target and it attempts to move the crane to touch the target? See what I mean?
Player controls the crane.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try and work out a way for a computer to work out how to move a robot arm in order to grab a moving target. But does that? I mean, well, actually, if you go back up the dock a bit, there's the actual spaceship you were trying to do just there. It's probably a better. But I mean, this is a question. I mean, I can implement anything. I can implement laser guns and explosions and procedural loop. But do we think that maneuvering a spaceship into the right place and then trying to dock it?
I think you have to be given like a bit more leeway. So maybe like if you can get the ship within 10% of where it's supposed to be, it sort of grabs hold of it and says, "Yes, you've done it."
Well, yeah, but I mean, it could be a person inside the crane.
Oh, in the crane.
Yeah.
Yes. Going, I'll activate the crane. Oh, it's not near enough yet.
Yeah.
Or, you need to bring it a little bit closer. Oh, you've missed it. Oh,
yeah,
sort of.
But bear in mind, right
direction.
now, I don't have to implement this. This isn't like someone has told me this is a feature I must have. My question is, do we think that will be an entertaining way to spend an hour? Because I can have it so a damage freighter turns up, and then you can imagine, then you see all the escape pods shoot out of it, so it's just a Hulk floating in space. And then you're like, right, if we can deliver that, that's worth $2,000. You grab that, I'll grab that, someone grab a tugboat, I'll get in the crane. But I don't have to implement that gameplay feature if it doesn't actually think it will be fun. And that's my question.
Hardcore simulator stages could say that this multiplayer to push ships and the docking things would be interesting. But the hardcore simulation has been the direction that the game has been going.
So the plan, Darren, is to have a game. I'll say I've said like Borderlands. In theory, you can do everything in Borderlands. In practice, yeah, good luck doing that by yourself. Realistically, it's a multiplayer game. And same thing with this. There's nothing stopping you bopping a spaceship into the right spot and then switching into the crane and then grabbing it. Totally is potentially a thing. That doesn't mean that you'd want to, but I'm not really writing a game that is massively playable by yourself. So assume for a minute I've done the crane there. What changes, if any? So Shalka reckons a gentler push on the thrusty things. That's terrible noise. So reduce air fuel, reduce what do we call them? What do we call them in the end? Repulsor.
Pulsars, yeah.
Pulsar strength. Build up over constant use? Question mark. Increase pushback. What was the other thing? Vibrate pad when player repulsor is contacting.
Distance.
C into.
You haven't named your ship.
Yes, I didn't bother telling Andy to name his ship because I've seen it before. And then also implement
/ report.
arriving broken ship with that'd be really cool. I like the idea of a big sort of fancy freighter arriving, coming to a halt, and like a dozen escape pods all shoot out of it, because I can just make the escape pods a ship type that then just flies into the space station. Quite easy.
They don't want a taxi to come to it and ferry them from the failing ship.
I I guess they
For a fee.
That's a pretty terrible escape pod. That's not escape pod. That's just a calling card for a taxi. It's like a get out of jail free card.
Life.
For a price.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, that's given me something to think about because I've only just about an hour for the stream started got the network sync for physics objects kind of working. So I am pleased that is there. I do have people over tomorrow, but I'll do some more work on Sunday. So I want to continue to do not regular. What's the opposite? Not irregular. Frequent. That's the one. Irregular but common. Yeah, frequent streams on testing this. Just a reminder: if you are a patron, then you do have access to all of this stuff. So I will see about fixing bits. Were there any other issues or bugs that came out? Anything not obvious? Overall, it's been quite well behaved now.
Yes.
It should show your cache.
There's some couple of petty things, but I don't really think it's worth bringing them up.
Anything? I mean, this is the point for petty things.
The text in the left centre box, when I was unloading a passenger, it wasn't in the centre, and the text got a bit screwed up there. So the dot dash line went on to the next line.
Wait a minute, did you guys actually smash that dock shit into me, you motherfuckers? I didn't notice that. So the cargo readout box is still almost... so it starts off with a debug readout of what state you're in. That's almost entirely debug right now.
It's not an error, but the usability thing. I was going very fast, and then the energy thing started beeping. And I would have liked the beeps to start when I did not have energy to come to a full halt with the remaining energy.
I think, realistically, I'm not sure I'm capable of calculating that.
Just makes how the margin for when it starts to beep be proportional to speed.
Yeah, I might be able to. I'll give that one a look. Low cap warning. So Darren, no, I am not a fan of programming in computer games. So there are, if I turn that on, there are flight paths already for the AI. All those lines there are the AI. I'm not quite sure where the lines are heading up, but those are the AI calculating their routes, where to go next, what to do, all of that stuff. I don't know why there's 3 ships parked there, but they probably have a good reason. They're probably waiting for something to clear this next part of the flight path. So yeah, that took a long time to implement and code, so that it actually worked. The chances of me giving that across the player are really very small. Oh, this one has no waypoint. Oh, of course it's I forgot I'm a client. I can't introspect that. Yeah, so there is plenty of ships going on, but they are pure fluff. I also have a basic colony simulation. I noticed that none of you noticed the name of the colony, so I need to make that more obvious. So when you deliver a passenger, then that industry you deliver the passenger can work for a while, and then they need raw resources, and then they will produce goods, and then you can then drop off the goods, and then your colony money goes up. They're not splines, but the ships don't move along them rigidly, as you can see. So you've got that place ship there. I don't know where he's trying to get to, but obviously he's doing it on the server, not here. Unless that's Schalke. Are you flying a spaceship? Police ship, Schalke?
I think I'm the only one left in the...
anything.
Okay, it's not you. Okay, that's just. I don't know what the AI is trying to do, but it does. It doesn't really matter whether they are doing something clever or not. All it matters is you're playing the game, and there are cargo ships doing their thing. Yeah, so I'll do some more work on Sunday, and probably aim to have another small test. Probably 2 to 3 small tests a week, just a reminder that patrons are allowed to have a go, and there is a public design doc. So if you have any great ideas, please put it in the design doc. But this one will be short and sweet, like me. Appreciate very much helping from Andy, Schalke, and Max. And we're going to go and play computer games now, rather than work, because it is late. For some reason,
Enjoy.
Schalke still has the name of unknown. I don't know.